Hey everyone, it's Rob from Hypop and welcome back to another video. In this one, we're going to be unboxing and taking a closer look at the brand new Innovatronics CP Flash 550 watt. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this. Hit the notification bell to be updated of any new content we release. Drop a like on this video if it's helped you in any way. Leave a comment down in the comment section below your thoughts on the CP Flash 550 watt, or if you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer them. Follow us on social media at Hypop and visit our website, hypop.com.au. Let's get into it. So we're always on the lookout for the latest and greatest photography or video light. We review so many different products from Godox, Aperture, so we're pleased when Innovatronics here, based out of the Philippines, contacted us to review one of their new lights. This one here is touted as the most powerful off-camera flash for studio and travel photography, videography, and cinematography. And it's an LED light that can be used for flash, as well as continuous lights, and it also has effects. So we're pretty excited to receive this. So full disclosure, they've sent this to us for review on YouTube, and that's why we're creating this video. But either way, we're actually happy to have a look at these new lights, check the features, see how they compare to others on the market. So they sent us two of these lights so we can test this out in a studio environment or in a two light setup. That way we can really see how these lights work. So firstly, unboxing these lights here, let's have a closer look at what's included. There's the user guide on the manual. There's the CP Flash 550 watt, the unit itself. We've also got a USB cable. It's a USB-A to a USB micro. There's a trigger, so this is like a flash trigger, and also a remote. And what looks like some color gels here. These look like they're magnetic. They have little magnetic points on either corner there, and it mounts to the front of the flash. That's everything that's in the package. I've got the CP Flash 550 watts set up on a stand over here. Some first impressions on this light. You can see it's a monoblock style unit. It actually looks quite similar to the Godox 8200 flash. But the Godox 8200 is an actual photography flash, whereas this one here has LEDs as its light source. And it looks like SMD LEDs, so surface mounted LEDs. And it has a little yoke bar, which is great. The yoke bar there is a double-sided yoke bar, and you have two knobs on the side to lock it in. And you've got a mounting point here, which is just a 1/4 inch thread mounting point. There's no bracket that's included with the actual kit. So if you're wanting to maneuver this on a light stand, you'd actually need some sort of ball head bracket, or you can mount it directly to like a camera tripod onto the quick release plate, because that's just the universal mounting point there. You can see we've actually mounted it directly to the stand here. So you're not able to sort of reposition it. If you twist it around, it'll just loosen it on the stand there. But the yoke bar is great because you can actually tilt this all the way across, and it's a 360 yoke bar, which means that the light can go full tilt and full turn there. Now on the front here, you can see the LEDs, and there's 4 little screws on the front there. They're metal screws, and they're the mounting points for these diffusers or the color filters. So they've provided color filters here, and they've got a blue one here, and they're actually just the magnetic mounting points. So there's some small magnets mounted on each of the corners there, and they just mount directly to the front of the light there. So those would be great for using in photography or even video, because I know this light here does have some sort of effects, which is great. So if you're wanting to use different effects, you can filter them even further with these color filters. So there's some blue, there's also an orange, green, there's red, there's yellow, and there's also just a white or a soft diffuser there. Now, on the side here, you can actually see a battery mounting point, and you need to loosen that with a coin, and that releases the actual battery that's inside. It shows you how to mount the battery there with this little diagram, just so you insert it in the correct way. And on the sides here, you have a few other little inputs. You've got the micro USB, which is the micro USB cable here, and that's how you charge this light. So you can plug this directly into any USB device, whether that's a laptop or a computer, or if you've got a USB power bank, or if you've got a USB charger, similar for one for your iPhone or your Android device, you can plug that in and charge that up. On top of that, you've got a 3.5mm jack here, and that 3.5mm jack's for third-party triggers. They provide you with a trigger here and a remote control. So this is if you're going to be using a third-party trigger. And you've also just got this little red button on the side, that's the on-off switch, and you've got a little LED indicator at the top. Then on the back over here, you've got a few other things, which include the video light button, the test button, a ready LED indicator, and also the channel group settings there. So that's the manual switches there that pairs it up with the bottom of your trigger. So that way you can connect to the flash and use it as a photography flash or even for a video light. So you can do the same on the back of the video light remote control here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So the actual build itself is aluminium. So it seems like a high quality build. However, there are no LCD displays on this actual light. So you're unable to determine the power output or anything like that. And I'll show you why in a minute. Taking a closer look at some of the features. Firstly, the actual light itself is a tri-function light. You can use it for video, you can use it with a DSLR camera or a mirrorless camera. You can also pair it with your smartphone and use it as a light source for your smartphone. It's rated at 550 watts of LED power, and it can actually work at any shutter speed because it is LED. You don't need to sync this up with high-speed sync, which is great. There's other similar lights like this that have been recently released into the market, just like the Godox FV150, which we've unboxed and done a review of. So if you want to take a closer look at that, click the link up above. And there's other ones on the market too, such as the Roto light. So a lot of these LED hybrid flashes / continuous lights are now slowly coming into the market. So it's good to see that this particular light is in this really small form factor. It's really portable, so that means you can take it with you pretty much anywhere. On top of that, it's got a rating of 95,000 lux at 1 meter. So the output's quite strong, and we can test that later on with some of our light meters that we have. It has 100 full power shots on a single charge. So there's only a small battery on the inside here. We're used to other lights, such as the Godox lights, that can shoot up to anywhere between 300 to 500 full power shots. But 100 full power shots at 550 watt output for a really small compact light is quite good, because there's more times or cases that you actually won't be using the full output. You won't be using that full 550 watts. So if you're stepping this down a little bit, you should get a few more shots out of that. You've also got the micro USB charging, so that's really convenient. And it's compatible with existing speedlight accessories. So you can see it's a rectangle head at the front here. So they've given you these color filters, which just snap on. You can actually stack them also. So if you're wanting to come up with a particular color, maybe like a blue and a red, you can mix those colors up if you're wanting different color filters. But being a rectangle head here means you can actually use other flash diffusers that you'd be using with other speedlights. So if you're using standard speedlights, you can put a little softbox on the front, little barn door in the front. We'll test some of these as well. And it also has 8 video lighting effects. So video lighting effects are usually found in higher end lights. Aperture comes to mind, or even some of the new Godox ones. So having some lighting effects are great. The only thing is, this is not an RGB light. So it's a daylight rated light, and it's only a single color temperature. So if you're wanting to use the effects, such as police car, for example, you may have to use some of these color filters to create those sort of effects. So you can actually utilize them in your photos or videos. It has Bluetooth connectivity. So having that inbuilt Bluetooth receiver means you can pair it up to your phone, and that way you can actually use this as a portable light source for phone photography or filming. And also it's compatible with iOS, Android, so it's pretty much compatible with everything. And it has a replaceable battery. So if you're wanting to have a spare battery, if you need some more shots while you're out in the field, just grab a spare battery, which is really good. And overall, the casing and design is really good. Being aluminium means that it dissipates the heat a lot better. So when you're using the flash, it shouldn't get too hot to touch. So connecting the CP Flash 550 watt to your smartphone's relatively easy. Firstly, turn on the light, hold down the red button, and on the back here, there's a little LED indicator that flashes blue on the ready symbol here. Now jump into your phone and go into the App Store, whether that's for the iOS device or the Android device that you'll be using, and download the app that's called CP Flash. Launch that app there, and the first thing you'll notice is the first tab here, which is CP Flash. It'll find a device. This one here is the 9350, so it actually gives a 4-digit identifying number for the unit, because you can connect multiple CP flashes to the app and control them independently, which is really good. Now, once that's all connected, you can jump into the config tab here, and you can control the flash power as well as the continuous light mode, which I'll show you there. And you can also flash it off, which is quite bright, and you've got different effects that you can control all through the app. And this is done through the actual app here via Bluetooth, which is great. And on the settings here, you've got a bunch of different settings for your scan settings. You've got auto reconnect. You've also got a scan timeout. You've got a delay after camera open and delay after trigger. So you can actually set this delay to be a little bit more, so 4 seconds, let's say, because taking a photo with a phone is actually relatively easy as well. So jump into your camera app there, and you'll see there's a little indicator that pops up, which is CP Flash. You need to pull that down, that notification, and you'll see 3 options. You get trigger, you get self timer, and you also get video light on. So if you hit trigger, we've set the delay to 4 seconds. So you can hit trigger, about 4 seconds, it'll flash off. So connecting to an Android device is a little bit easier to use because it has a small hover panel for the buttons to control the self timer, the video mode, and also taking a shot to flash off the light. So once you've connected it up in the CP Flash app, what you need to do is hit the start camera button, and you can see there's a little hover screen here. And that little hover button panel allows you to control the flash. You can see there's config, light, and also timer 5 seconds. So when you go to take a photo, just hit that flash button and that will trigger the light itself, and the panel remains on the screen, unlike the iOS device where the notification disappears and you have to wait for it to pop up again to use that function. So it's a lot easier to use on Android. Now, using this with a DSLR camera or a mirrorless camera is relatively easy. Firstly, you need to use the flash trigger and make sure that the dip switches here at the back match the same on the unit here, and then mount this directly to the camera hot shoe. Then once you mount this into your camera hot shoe there, all you need to do is fire off a test shot, just see if that works really quickly. Yep, so that's fired off. Now, the only downside to this is that there's no way to actually control the output of the light on the unit here at all. You need to ensure that you're connected up on the app. So we're still connected up here on the Android device. You can control the flash power percentage. So we had that at 100%, which is quite bright. This one here, we'll just shoot that at a lower percentage, 6%. So that's fired off there with the trigger on the camera. However, much less intensity. And there you go. So you've got the continuous mode on. You can use this as a video light. You've got so many different effects. You've got paparazzi, police, strobe, bonfire, continuous mode on, and flickering lamp, and lightning and TV mode as well. So it's great to see the different lighting effects there. It really makes this a versatile light. Now, in terms of the light itself, the fact that you can use different lighting modifiers on it is really great. And you can also use this as a multi-light setup. So if you're wanting to use 2 or more lights, you'd set one of the flashes to a master and the rest to a slave. So that way you can use this in a multi-light configuration, whether you're wanting to have this as a key light and then a fill light, or even multiple lights, whether you're making this into like a 3-point lighting setup. So that's the real versatility of this light, is the fact that it's an LED. It won't take too much power. It's portable, can be used in photos and videos. You can use lighting modifiers on it. Existing ones, you don't need to go out and buy new ones that you use for speed lights already. And it also has the capability to work with a smartphone and also a camera. We'll go through some test shots now with these actual lights, and we'll also compare the ratings of the light. So we'll look at the CRI rating as well as the output of the light through some of our lighting meters that will show up on screen now. So that was just our quick unboxing and review of the Innovatronics CP Flash 550 watt. This light's great if you're looking for a light that does it all. Something that's suitable for photography as well as videography and cinematography. It's compact, it's lightweight, it's portable because it's battery operated. You can use existing lighting modifiers if you're using speed lights already. It also includes those color filters, which are great. It has the lighting effects, and it's also LED, which means it doesn't consume too much power. It's also quite powerful for such a small compact unit. For more videos just like this, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already yet. Hit that notification bell to be updated of any new videos that we release. Drop a like on this video if it's helped you in any way. Leave a comment down in the comment section below your thoughts, or if you have any questions about the CP Flash 550 watt. Follow us on social media at HiPop and visit our website, hipop.com.au. Thanks for watching.